All right, let's go to the weather right now. You might be disappointed about all this snow. I think we're over it.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the point where I think we're already there, actually, to be honest, Anita. But yes, we're over the snow already. Not too bad downtown. We've had snowflakes flying around all morning, but nothing too particularly heavy. In terms of our weather impact alert, though, continues through tonight as the snow will continue to be on the persistent side in the primary and secondary snow belt. Accumulating snow still likely, and we've had slow travel this morning. Allow for some extra time. We've got a couple hits of snow that came in right during that morning rush hour. It's not the amount today, it's the timing of it here with that morning rush. So weather impact alerts continue. What are we looking at? We're looking at tricky travel. Not terrible, though, through tonight. We've got periods of moderate snow expected and accumulations. I think a general 1 to 4 additional is expected. Areas of primary and into the secondary snow belt by the time the day is out. Not a lot of snow downtown here. Notice the camera's rocking and rolling, though. We've got wind that's been gusty out of the northwest. 18. We've had gusts over 30 at times. We're at 28 with some very light snow over at Hopkins right now. But in terms of the radar, notice we had that uptick over that morning rush hour with some pockets of the darker blues indicating the heavier snow. And now it's kind of just conformed to the lakeshore. And this is where I expect it to stay as we go throughout the morning, midday, and afternoon hours as it gradually transitions mainly to south towards the east side. So we'll start you out Geauga County. This is a general light to moderate snow, but it's steady. Chagrin Falls out towards the Burton area. Solon picking up snow as well. This gets down into areas like Twinsburg. Northern Summit County, especially the northwestern half of the county from Richfield Peninsula down towards Copley. You've had some decent snow here over the last couple hours. Medina County leading the way, though. We've already had reports of 3 to as much as 6 inches of snow in Medina County, as you've had that main band in there for a while. Right now, Hinckley down towards Grangler, out towards Brunswick along 303 dealing with some decent snow. And then Lorain County, we're getting a break northern half of the county. I think that will remain true. It really picks up in intensity just south of Oberlin near Wellington, seeing some decent flakes right now. All these roads are slick where they're not treated. Winter weather advisories continue. They'll expire first west and then they go till 1 a.m. out towards the east. So that tells you we've still got a little bit of time for the snow to continue. The big story we've been talking about all morning, the big blizzard out towards the eastern seaboard from Portland, Maine down into the Jersey Shore. We're dealing with blizzard warnings as this low has just rapidly intensified overnight. This is almost like a hurricane out over the ocean right now. You see that flow around it bringing heavy snow into Cape Cod, Nantucket up towards Boston. Providence, Rhode Island getting hit as well. But it's not just the snow, it's the wind. They've got 40 to 60 mile per hour winds on top of that snow, and they're expecting another half a foot or more. Boston down towards New Bedford, out towards Chatham. Unbelievable. For us, we get impacted by that, though, with this north flow. It goes from Canada all the way down to the Gulf Coast, and that flow coming over Lake Huron, which has open water, and Lake Erie, where we've got some water open, is producing some of that lake effect. I don't see it winding down anytime soon. Again, late this evening into tonight, we should start to see it back off. By tomorrow morning, it's out of here. So here's your forecast. Throw some snowflakes in there. Temperatures falling down through the 20s throughout the day. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Notice how that continues in that narrow strip right here. That's where we're expecting it to continue throughout the day today. Likely transitioning mainly out towards the east side with a couple bands out west. Overall, outside of that, just a cold day with temps coming down. Everything winds down tonight. Tomorrow morning, we're nice and dry, but cold. We're in the teens. And then we've got a clipper system on the heels of this moving in tomorrow. So we'll stay dry to start with sunshine followed by increasing clouds. But then the wind will really pick up tomorrow evening and we'll have some brief snow that rips through here tomorrow evening. Maybe another quick coating to an inch. That could be kind of burst-like as it moves through. Another 2 to 4 is what I've got, mainly out in the primary, but secondary snow belt. Still some more snow to come here. Long Ranger forecast, another system to watch once the clipper's out of here. It's this one right here. This is a sneaky one. There's a lot of moisture with it. The models have gone further south with this morning, but this is 50, 100 miles away from being a snowstorm for us. If this thing shifts north, we would have snow with this. This is Thursday. I'm going to keep my eye on it. We'll keep the snow south for now, but again, trust the eyes on it. Stay tuned to the forecast later, and then more active weather. We're right in that storm track all the way through next week, so we'll get a storm system every couple days. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast. Well, we've got the weather impact alert today, then we should be done with it with that clipper tomorrow. Not too problematic tomorrow evening, but windy with a burst of snow. Wednesday looks good. Thursday, we'll watch very carefully that system down to our south. And then the prize at the end of the week is Friday, Saturday. Should have nice sunshine around here. Temperatures bumping up into the 40s Friday and Saturday. Another weekend system and yet another one next week. But overall, Brissa, moderation into the end of the week.